hello. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to the livest podcast on earth, the Necessary, Unnecessary Podcast. Hello. Welcome to the Necessary, Unnecessary Podcast. I'm your host, Nip Swag. This is your host, Frisco with the water challenge. And we have some very necessary guests today. We're gonna start tomorrow, right? With Tiff. Introduce yourself.
All right. So I am Tiffany Simone. I am the Vice President of Operations of Radio Connect. And I'm here because, yes, we just pulled off our first award show, Radio Connect 2025 in Vegas. And we definitely have some of our contestants, some of our nominees, and honorees in the house. There you go, man.
Oh, my name is Benita Jelaine. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I was the nominee. I was an honoree. Sorry, the honoree for the Soul Inspiration Award. And I'm just happy to be here.
She got it in her hand, y'all.
I got it in my hand.
Yeah, she holding on to it. She ain't let it go.
Yes.
And she got it. It's on.
Hey, this is Akita Mulazim. I won the Radio Connect Builders Bridge Builder Award, where I basically bring different people together to bring different people together, to do great things is what I do. Thank you.
All right.
Hey, it's your girl Dre Nicole. I'm a singer, songwriter, and avid entrepreneur. I wear many hats, do many things, but music is where my love is at, and I'm just glad to be in the numbers with the winners. Because when their cup runneth over, it will flow.
Yes. That's right there.
Yes.
Well, all right. That's what we got right now. We got some more guests coming on the way. It's been a plethora of all kinds of weathers around this thing. But we gonna make it shake. It ain't gonna break. So, you three were at the Radio Connect Awards.
Yes.
Okay, give me your necessary and unnecessary about the Radio Connect Awards from Friday to Sunday.
Me first? Okay,
Yeah.
so the necessary was that everybody showed up and was able to be honored, and everybody sang, and the panels were awesome, and the red carpet was awesome, the award show was awesome. So the unnecessary would be all the work that I put in all the time, and I really didn't get no pictures on the red carpet. I probably got one. I mean, I was behind this work. Right. I was working. But I did get pictures later. So that would be my unnecessary.
I wasn't able to make the panels, but I was grateful that I was able to fly to Vegas and get the award. He put me on the spot, which was, I guess, necessary and unnecessary. But he put me on the spot. I was able to sing some of my single, I Love Myself, which is actually doing really good right now off my album, Kept Kissing Frogs. And I guess the unnecessary part was, it really wasn't nothing unnecessary. I guess I didn't get a picture with you, Ted.
That's right.
Yeah. It was just like one of those things where I really didn't have my phone on as much because I wanted to be present in the moment. And I've been doing that a lot lately, trying to stay present in the moment, because we can get so caught up. Not only am I artists, we turn into content creators, we turn into all these influencers and stuff like that we forget to appreciate that moment. So that's the necessary part, I guess, of the whole thing. The unnecessary part was not having my phone out the whole time.
Okay. We're going to get back to the Kissing Frogs.
Right. Right. Because that titles everything.
Yes,
What was necessary is just seeing, all of the songwriters, the artists, and all of the important people taking out their time to come out to Vegas. That was very necessary, and the message that they was giving, the advice that they was giving out. And unnecessary, whenever you're doing the first award show, you're going to have hiccups. Everything is not going to be great, but it turned out great, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But you can look at the mistakes that you made, being that it's the first, and then make it even better. So for me, it was necessary that everybody showed up and got the information. But what was unnecessary is being that it was the first time. I hope that a lot of the artists, you know, really appreciate, like, you know, when the time ran out, you know, that, you got to, so that's the part. It's just learning from your mistakes. That's all.
That's right.
Just go ahead and go get our shank. Everybody got their shanks.
Oh,
yeah, go ahead,
Where is
I'm
it?
just playing.
I'm saying y'all.
They got an award
winners
too.
Right.
We gonna put it on there.
Okay.
Dre and Nicole, tell us about Full Figure Fling.
On Full Figure Flings. Oh, I didn't mention I'm an actress as well. So yeah, I wear many hats. I try
I
to.
thought it was,
Wait, hold on.
I thought it was
Is it
a
a movie?
reality show.
It's a movie.
It's a
we're
reality.
talking about
I
it's
thought
a
it was a
movie.
reality show.
It's a movie. It's called Full Figure Flings. It's about 2 full-figure models. It touches on a couple of things. It touches on the sizeism in the modeling world. Even though there's a category for plus size, they don't necessarily. You go to a store. These days it's a little better, but back in the days you go to the store, the plus size section look a little crazy.
Right.
And so
you
it's
go to
talking.
the Lane Bryant.
That's crazy too.
Right. So it talks about that. It talks about colorism, light skin versus dark skin. You know, we do it to ourselves all the time. And this and the other. And my character, Denise Wilson, she comes in because she's a former plus size woman who lost weight. She kind of gives from both sides.
She did the gastric.
But she's
I'm trying for
Why she couldn't just work out and lose weight?
But she, I'm gonna tell you. But she,
Why she gotta be?
but
She did the gastric.
she makes clothes for the plus size community and wants to build a brand and this and the other. But part 1 we wrapped up. It's going to be coming out in January. Part 2 we just wrapped up literally last week. So part 1 my character gets introduced. Part 2 my character is doing the thing.
All right.
Now to answer your question, my character is based on me, so it's half and half. I lost my first 75 pounds naturally doing my thing. When I plateaued and my mom passed away, I got frustrated, went and got to sleep. Boom.
Okay. Mad at you.
Altogether 140 pounds. I'm here, it's been 10 years.
All right. Come on, Slim.
All right, we got
All right.
Radio Band.
We got 2 more guests.
Y'all ready or not?
Ready or not, here I go.
Hey.
You can hide. Gonna find you. Hey.
I told you. Now that's how you come on the show.
She said, where my theme music?
That part.
All right. So,
All the time.
introduce yourselves. Ladies first, for sure.
Ooh, ladies
cannot.
first. I'm thinking around this week. It's Thursday night, I'm coming across get evicted.
This is the Radio Connect crew, y'all. They gonna connect everything to the radio.
Assist dope enough to make you holler and scream. Hey, yo, take it from here, queen.
That part.
All right.
All right.
I'm Amira Ansar. It's such a pleasure to be here. Give thanks and praises. And let's go. Let's get it.
Right. I'm from Brooklyn. Ray Daniels.
Brooklyn in the house.
Brooklyn. Okay. AKA the Radio King.
So everybody told us they're necessary and unnecessary about the Radio Connect Awards. So, Queen.
Okay, so what is necessary about the Radio Connect Awards is that when it launches again, Labor Day weekend 2026,
That part.
that your soul is in the building. That's necessary. What is unnecessary as it relates to the Radio Connect Awards is that you miss it. That's what's unnecessary.
Yeah, that was definitely.
Mine's gonna be very simplistic. What's necessary is having God in your life. Yeah, make sure you have God in your life before you come to Vegas, because that's Sin City.
Okay, that's why I said I'm by the airport. I didn't go down there.
What's
dope.
unnecessary is that you're not there. You need to be there. It's necessary that you be there. So it's unnecessary that you do not show up. Especially when people go into their own pockets and reach down deep in their souls to be there to perform and have their presence to receive their flowers. Because it's all about giving people their flowers and recognizing them for all their hard work throughout the year. And I'm so blessed to be able to bring the Radio Connect Awards, the RCA, to you again in 2026 Labor Day weekend. That's going to be our weekend from now on. We tried Veterans Day. We love the veterans, but they be moving that Monday around. We want to make sure you have a 3-day weekend so you can get as lit as I was, okay?
I love that.
So we here at the Necessary Unnecessary podcast. We are not just an interview podcast. We are a conversational. So the same day.
Is that why you won that award? It might not be unnecessary.
But on the same day as the Radio Connect Awards, I think they said the most flights was canceled in history.
Right.
Like 3,000 flights were canceled just that day. And Frisco and I were at the Atlanta airport at 3 o'clock in the morning, trying to catch a 6 o'clock flight to Vegas, which got delayed.
Until 2 o'clock.
And it was just like,
Georgia time.
I really interrupted you. What you was about to say? I'm sorry.
I just wanted to know what everybody thinks about the government shutdown. And it's kind of over now, but I don't trust them.
It's politics.
As far as I can
Right, because you
smell
can come
them.
back in January.
Yeah, it's politics. They all back to work today.
I have family
have
that
to
work
go
for the
back to
government,
work
and they
today.
just basically put a Band-Aid on a wound that's not going to be healed for a while.
Yeah.
And it's definitely tricks that they play with each other. It has
That's
nothing to
politics.
do. Yes,
It had nothing to
I
do.
think the older that you get, the more it like. I ain't gonna say this the first time that politics literally came into my home and really affected me, and I was really like, oh, I'm gonna go put my feet on somebody's desk in the Congress.
Yeah.
What is y'all doing?
That he can tell that he like
It affected
him in a
me.
way that
You know what I
he really
mean?
felt
Well,
it.
let me tell you what affected me. Reaganomics with that cheese that didn't melt. I
I didn't care about the cheese. The cheese was all right. It was the crack that he put in the hood. That was the
So
fry.
cheese was good. Cheese was good.
You can make a sandwich out of that.
I don't know if anybody ever cut a perfect slice of that Reagan.
That cheese
Never.
stink.
You're never gonna get it perfect.
Right, and the only way we could get it melted was to put it on that bottom part of the oven, that part you that pulls out.
broiler.
They
broiler.
don't make those
Broiler.
They don't make those.
Yeah.
Those are radiators of dinosaurs.
But it ain't at the bottom. It's just in the oven now.
Yeah, it's at the top.
Just put it on bake or broil.
Baker.
But I was
So
actually
necessary.
talking about this on my live yesterday about the government shutdown and how this is why people have to kind of be like their own safety net and have multiple streams of income. Because back in the days, working for the government, that was it. You made it.
That's
If you
right.
worked for the government,
I work for
you
the city.
made it.
Right.
I worked for the city. You
Right.
Yeah.
because my mom was one of them for 30-something years. I'm
Yeah,
just
because
bad.
that-
My mom, you was it. That was what you strive for. And now that's not even a safety net these days.
There's no
That's
such thing
not
as a
this-
safety net. And mainly the reason why a lot of melanated folks worked for the government is because they were not welcome in the private sector. So working for the government was definitely why, and that's probably why it was targeted as hard as it was, because we know that in all of these different departments, melanated folks are running them as it relates to what's happening in the government. So again, it's just their way of showing exactly who you are, and to kind of veg you back on what you said, it's unity. That's the key. And see, the Most High works for our good, even though we don't see it as that. But sometimes, when you don't listen to the intuition and when you get the nudge, that we have to come together. We keep saying it. We got to come together. We have to unite. We have to come together. And we say the words, but we don't take the action. And so then there's things that shift in the universe that says, okay, are you going to come together now?
Yeah.
Okay, if we do this, I had not seen so much unity around, and I typically am not on the social medias, but I hopped on there and I was seeing post after post after post about people coming together, bringing food, we serving plates, and it was just bringing everyone together. And I was like, alhamdulillah. You know, I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. That's the way to get folks together.
Self-destruction. You had it for self-destruction.
I think that is slowly shifting towards. They don't care what color you is. It's turning into classism and socialism, and you poor whites that suffer with the rest of them. You should have made it by now.
Only problem I'm having with this conversation is who is they and them?
You know the man.
Yes, we're talking about
Rich white men.
We're talking about
the
those
Cheeto.
that have been
The
1%.
walking Cheeto.
The
1%.
We're talking
people
about-
pushing
yeah.
the button.
Rich
Elon
white
them.
men.
So are we saying that
We talking about the
rich and
13
black
families
people are
and then
not inclusive in this?
coming.
they
No,
are.
they're complacent in a lot of
they
it.
are. That's why he
because
said it's
again,
moving from color.
yeah, because
Yeah, it's a
oftentimes
classism. It's shifted.
folks are just in it to take care of themselves and their families. They're not even thinking about what's really happening because it's
It don't
turned into an
affect them.
Are you
egotistical
going to say they
society.
and them again in a sentence like somewhere?
We can.
The
man?
No, we've already identified. We're talking Rockefeller, Rothschild. Do we need to go down to 13 families? We already know that's the top 1%, the upper echelon. This is above Elon Musk, above all of them. You don't even hear them.
The Koch family?
Yeah, you don't even hear
What's the
them.
dude name with the turkey neck?
But at the same time,
Yeah, he's
you know,
real.
the politicians, how we don't have, you know, limitations on the politics. Nancy Pelosi finally saying she's not gonna run. You 80 something years old, you've been in it for how long? It's like having those term limits because again, you're working for the people, but yet you're multimillionaires. So that's all, look what I say the other day, grease in the palms.
The one thing we great at, right? And when I say we,
I was just gonna say, who's we now, right?
I'm not speaking French.
You
When I say we, I'm talking about people of color.
I was gonna say that.
You know, both the wealthy, the rich, and the poor. We good at recognizing the problem, but we're not so great at
Fixing
coming up with the solution.
I think every solution that we came up with has been sabotaged severely, and that
I like
is the
that
reason
word.
why we don't have unity at this point.
I
Because
mean, we got
Hoover
people like, we
said
got people like
the
Oprah,
biggest,
Whoopi Goldberg,
the biggest
Jay-Z.
threat.
Right, but they
Yeah,
had
those
to
are
cater
people.
to, but they had to
But
cater
they
to
gave a
white
lot of
folks
people
in order to get
opportunity.
there.
They got a whole family
That's
on
a
them.
part of the
Right.
division
They got
as
to
well.
be-
That's a part of it. Oh, let some of these make it so they can separate from the rest of them, and you know what
Just
I
to
mean.
give you
So,
an
Taking it back to
example.
elementary school.
I was saying that. The what?
I'm raising. What you gotta say?
So, and I say this a lot. There's things that get passed down, and I know people want to say, you know, what happened, however so many years ago doesn't matter. Yes, it does,
Yes, it
because
does.
that mentality, those different mentalities that was fostered in those times, gets passed down like mama's pearls from person to person and generation to generation. So, excuse my French, but you got the house mentality,
Right.
you got the field mentality, you got the passing mentality.
If you say one time, we got a whole song.
You got the passing mentality.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And those things get passed down, and that's why we're so divided. They've been dividing us since they brought us over here.
Yes.
They've
So
been
you-
dividing us
you didn't
mentally
think-
since
I'm
they
gonna
brought
raise
us
my
over
hand.
here.
Do you think the division started when we went into the projects and your man wasn't allowed to be in the projects with you? So
It started
yes.
way before that.
It's
I
way
think it-
before that.
I think
But
it
that's-
started
I'm
in
going back to the
Africa.
field.
Absolutely.
It started in Africa from those who got on the boat and those who stayed. And then once we got here,
They already had-
it was the Willie
They already had
Lynch.
slaves.
You can't
So
forget
you
the
don't
indigenous
think you don't think
people.
there was any government division when they said you're not allowed
Oh,
to have
absolutely.
your
Absolutely. I agree with that.
That's-
We
that
all
was
the way
division
back
of
in
the
slavery.
family.
But that
You know
was
what I mean?
later on.
The Willie
That was
Lynch
the
had been way
continuous.
before that.
We didn't even
You know what I
have,
mean?
It was
That's the
already done.
residual.
public
That's the
assistance back
continuance
then.
of the
That started
divide.
what, in 70?
Yeah.
So we do recognize, right, that there's a lot of black Republicans. Probably New Jersey.
Well, the Republicans.
Oh no,
I'm just saying-
I was gonna say my distinguished educated brother over here got so much to say he don't even want to say nothing.
No, I'm just listening. I'm listening to everything that's being said.
We had ample opportunity a couple of times with the Black Wall Street movement.
Tulsa.
And it was burned down, right?
Yeah.
It was burned down,
Destroyed.
but we
Like
still.
Wall Street.
We
never
had Black
burned down.
Panthers. We had
It's still
civil rights.
here.
We had a whole bunch of
My house
stuff.
burnt down when I was 7 years old in Brooklyn, 143 Gates Avenue. But guess what we did? We moved to another house. So at the end of the day, you could burn something down. If you have the infrastructure, the mindset, and the goals, you can rebuild another black.
But I
If
think
you
it's
invest in
psychological
everything
because
you
once you
had
instill
into it-
fear in a people, that's the thing. That's the tool that they always use. We all hear the terms fear mongering, fear. Fear is the lowest vibration you can actually have vibrationally, energetically, as a human soul. So if you're remaining in this low vibrational state at all times, it's just like the frequency of radio, right?
I got a question for you. Go ahead, let's use that statement first.
And when we think of, what's the high frequency, when we think of peace, when we think of joy, when we think of love, and there's a whole lot of stuff that goes on between fear and love and joy and peace.
Let's keep it right there. And I want you both to address this, you two. All right, so we're on the plantation, right? It's
Hell
50 of
yeah.
It's 50 of us.
We got guns.
Fear.
Okay, let me ask the whole question first.
I gotta hear this one.
It's 50 of us, one white man on the horse with one rifle. He has to cock back and reload. Why didn't we just take over the plantation?
It's fear. Because if I take the biggest one of you and whip you and hang you and let everybody watch,
Right.
cut off your, do everything to you, and everybody's watching. It's now the fear has been instilled, so nobody is going
And that's
to.
one story.
Co-
The stories
yeah.
that they share, they want to share with you. Is plenty of them that rebelled against them. There are plenty of them that killed
Nat
a
Turner.
whole bunch of, not just, he's one of them.
Yeah.
It's so many that they hide and cut off in our history. So it was a lot of us, our ancestors went through a lot. It's a lot of us that did not take that standing, that jumped off the boat, that killed the masses when they went to get them in Africa or stayed here. Because they always say that we all came from Africa. So a lot of us that were already
Indigenous to the land.
so so those are stories they choose. The same way how they've been trying to hide our history. That's why they cut off in Pharaoh. They've been trying to cut off our history for years. You wanna
Yeah, make sure you're in that frame right there.
All right, we ready.
So yeah, it's it's a lot.
Absolutely.
Like when we first started talking and people was talking about suffering and stuff like that. Back in them days, it was during the Reconstruction age to where we had pensions. There was pensions, so they didn't have to worry about retirement because they had a pension. Now we're into this new age, so I tell people all the time, and my father used to say this too, because he was one of the first blacks to have a business on Broad Street in Savannah, the first to have a construction business in Savannah. And when I got older, I would ask him, well, what happened? He said, son, when you become a part of the Republic, you become untouchable. And he said, how do you think Madam C.J. Walker got to keep her money? There was many millionaires during that time. But he said, you have to understand where you at. You're living in a capitalistic society. So as long as you work for somebody, you're going to be taxed 28 to 40%. So what I do is when we did that podcast with Junior, Talking Money at Midnight, I was telling people the first step to wealth is a home-based business. See, you paying attention to the commoner, which is up there. Work 40 hours, 40 years for 40%. Then you got bonds and municipal bonds right here. Then you got stocks. Okay, how do you beat that game? You become what you call an accreditor investor. Now you get in the game before the game is played. So when I come to you and I say, okay, we about to launch Plugger TV and you can get stock in this, people not listening. You understand what I'm saying? So then the first step to build wealth while you working a job, get a home-based business. Now your tax bracket drops from 28 to 19%. As you keep making money, you have tax codes. Every millionaire hires the IRS to do their taxes. So they're going by tax codes. The more money you make, the less you pay. You learn to play the game. See, the thing over there, we sitting over here, like for instance, I done been through every phase of life. What do you mean, Keita? I went to college, got all the degrees and did all of that. Then I got into them streets and sold that dope. Then I went to the feds and did 6 years, 10 months. So how is it that I can get out the feds and can make this type of money that I'm making? How can I be sitting at the table? Now don't get me wrong, all of the stuff that I did up to that was great. It was the education that was able to put me back on my feet. Working with Volkswagen, shooting commercials, then becoming a fashion model and doing all of the other stuff that I was doing. Then I started sitting down with other people that were smarter than me. Like for instance, when I started making my money, I would go in the ghetto because that's what we used to do. We couldn't do that back in the day, right? You go back there and when I'm talking, everybody's listening. But now when you go there, oh man, he think he's better than me. So you know what you know what somebody told me a long time ago? If you want to help somebody out, get your ass up out of there. And then somebody that want to come out of there, bring them to where how you living. So now that's what I had to learn. I don't go back into there and trying to convince no more. What I do is I sit right here, and then when they come, I let them see where I'm living. You understand what I'm saying? Like my homeboy, the one that's a millionaire right now, in 2020, he was driving a FedEx truck. Now this dude owned one of the biggest clubs in Atlanta, and he got millions of dollars because he understood the game. The game is to get in the game. And once you get in the game, now color, your money, I can vote again. I can carry a pistol again. You understand me? I can travel all over the world again. You know, so when they see me put on these suits and I go sit at them big tables, they're not looking at me, Akita, the ex-convict. They're looking at, okay, he's the businessman right now. So I think it comes down to what the Queen say, your mindset and energy. And as I was going through this, right, I told myself, you know what? I can't do these clubs no more. I got 4 daughters. You know, I'm breaking out into a whole new me now. You know what I'm saying? I'm meditating every day. I'm praying. When I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is meditate. I pray. I go downstairs with my trainer. I train with him. My assistant come up. I got my whole schedule right in front of me. And I just go like that. And I just keep high energy people. Now, am I doing stuff for our people? Of course I am. That's what U.S. housing is about. That's what forensic credit. That's what fire your landlord is about. That's what building these different houses and these different programs is about. But I don't have to be in the ghetto to get all of that energy. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be right here. But I want my people to, you know, to understand what's going on. So I grab you and I invite you to the table. And if you come, you come. If you don't come, it's fine. You know, but the thing over there is after you pray and you ask the Most High about what you want, remember this. He's going to give you what you need before he give you what you want. So if you want to be a millionaire, then he's going to bring you a mentor that's going to challenge you and going to hold you accountable. If you can't take accountability, you can't sit up here. That's right. You understand what I'm saying? So with me, it's always spirituality number 1, health number 2, family number 3, appearance number 4, mobility number 5. Those are the 5 internal values of the universe. Now when you get down to fun and play number 9 and wealth number 10, but if you flip that over and you change fun and play, you change wealth, guess what's going to suffer? Spirituality, your health, and your family. So the more visibility that I get, the more I slow down my life. If that makes sense to you. The more popular I get, the more my money goes up, the more I purposely slow everything down. Because once I got around these millionaires and these billionaires, I sit back and I watch what they do in the morning. And I pay attention. All of them do the same thing. They spend the first 15 to 20 minutes in isolation. You see what I'm saying? Then I purge my phone. I don't take no phone. They say 3 types of relationships. Erotic relationship. Oh yeah. That's where I'm giving and you're giving. We're building to scale. You got neurotic relationship where that person is always giving but they're not getting anything back, right? And then the psychotic relationship where both of them is just trying to feed off of each other, right? I only deal with erotic relationships, period. I don't care nothing about your money. I already know where I'm going to be because my spiritual advisor told me 15 years ago I had to lose everything. And I did. And I was homeless doing the events at the Oscars. And he told me, when you come back, the world gonna know who you are. You're gonna be a billionaire, you know, and I believe that. So for me, I had to purposely slow down my thing, and I had to look at everything because I was a Democrat for years. Even if I made a lot, you got people that make millions of dollars and they Democrats, it ain't benefiting them. It don't mean no difference what they say because they still get taxed as a Republican. You understand what I'm saying? So then I became independent. Then I started looking at things for what it is. What is your agenda? What are you doing over here? What are you doing over here? Because it was the tax breaks that made a lot of people a lot of money in 2020.
Right.
So that's the way I look at it. Which one of these is best for our people?
Right.
You can't keep hoping and saying, giving us the same talking points.
That
I'm not
part.
stupid. Okay, the same talking points for years and years. They want to keep you hoping, and as long as you concentrating on, you know, what happened in slavery and what happened to you and what happened to all of this here. Remember this: I did 6 years, 10 months in the damn feds, and when I came out making 6 damn figures a year. I went straight to the damn dealership. And from there, I went to working with Volkswagen Corporation. And from there, my uncle came to me and said, you need to get your ass back in this business. And from there, I had to rebrand myself. I had to redo this. I had to go leave those tables alone and go sit at these tables. I had to get myself together. I had to be more, you know, more intentional about what it is that I want. And overnight, it just changed. And within years, it just changed. But I don't concentrate on the negative. My energy is up here. And I understand who I am. My birthday 92469, 5:11 in the morning. If you know anything about them quad sixes, then you know who I am. And you know what I came to do. I only came to connect and keep you healthy. That's it.
I like all those words.
Yeah.
Connect and to keep you healthy. That's it. And I told you from the beginning, that's my job. Whatever you need from me, you got it. I'm not gonna charge you nothing. You know, he said, man, you know, you came out there, bro, don't worry about that. We're gonna write that whole trip off. Okay, the hotel, the plane ticket, all that shit gonna be written off. Don't even worry about it. This is your first thing. You take care of the people you need to take care of. I'm gonna fly out there and come out there and support you in what you're doing. Because I got the love that I see that you're doing for the people. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make my presence known to come out there and spend it on my own dime to come do it like that. And that's just how I operate because I understand that my time is coming. And it's coming fast. So as it coming, I just have to keep myself down, you know, like this. And that's what I do, man. I just stay the hell out of the way. But my job is only to connect and to keep you healthy. And I got all of that.
That part.
Okay. We done gave you way more than what you paid for today.
$9.99.
Way too much game out this thing. Frisco has been doing the table tennis. You got something to say, Frisco?
No, I was thinking of all the games.
I know you was like.
I was in it, honey. I'm listening.
You got something to say?
No, I mean, I guess.
Don't make something.
No, I'm just really curious, like, as to like, what do you do specifically?
This is what I do.
So you're like the middleman that just connects like the big man with the other big man.
Specifically what I do is, I am a fashion model. I'm signed to 2 agencies. I have my own shoes, my own suits. I have my own TV network. I'm a part of Life Vantage, Love Biome merger that we just had, that now we on NASDAQ. I'm a brand ambassador, pusher of Plugger TV. As far as connections in the industry, as far as movies and stuff like that, I do a lot of help with that, with a lot of movie sponsors, you know, helping with that. Man, I wear so many different hats. I got so many different things
He
that.
is the brand.
Yeah.
Multi-hyphenate.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. And another thing too that I want to say, you know, when they keep you working, you can't create.
That's true.
That part.
You have to remember, as a woman, you have insightful genius. A man have foresight, right? So, like for instance, if I got something going on and I take it and I give it to you,
Right.
you're gonna find a problem.
Right.
That's why they want you in corporate America. Because you now you calling yourself a boss. They give you $150. You got this nice office, right? And now you giving them all of your ability when you could be giving it somewhere else. So once I learned that game, I walked away from a $100,000 and $200,000 job. Yeah, I walked away. I lost my relationship and everything because I was in Augusta shooting commercial. You know what I'm saying? It's a crime, it's a crime to spend a dime or whatever the commercial was at the time. And I was training salesmen to do this and do that and do that. And my spiritual advisor said, basically, you're never gonna be happy doing that. And I walked away from that job, and I lost everything. When I say I went homeless, I mean I had houses. But I couldn't move back in them because they was renting out. So I was staying in my car, driving Uber and all around Atlanta and all that. For the average man, I was doing better than all of them. But for myself, I wasn't. But I already understood that that's what he told me was going to happen. So what I did was I just stayed fast in what I was doing, still calling shots on a lot of stuff. And then he called me at the end of 2019, and he said, "What you doing?" I said, "Nothing." He said, "You ready?" I said, "Ready for what?" He said, "You about to take off." So I joined this company called MWR, right? And they told me, they looked at all of my finances and they said basically by 2025 you'll be a millionaire. Because I didn't have no debt. Credit score was high, I had no debt. Well, that happened a whole lot faster than I can imagine. But the point of the matter is that I just started just sitting down with my spiritual advisor and just sitting down with people that's aligned with me and just started, like y'all, I met you, right? There's an alignment here.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I just stay with the alignment, and that's it. That's it. I just stay with the alignment. And for 5 years, I was in my brother started a vegan cafe. I was in there working with him, teaching him a little bit of stuff, but learning some stuff at the same time. And then I told him, I said, "You got it now. I'm gone. I'm about to get back on this road and make things happen." And that's what I've been doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Dope. Answer my question.
And you know what I like about your story? It's something else that I was talking about. I be talking to people a lot. I just run my mouth.
For real?
But for real. Right. So what I like about your story is that when your spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, tells you to move, you move.
Right.
And that's what you have to do sometimes. It's the
That's
scariest
what I do all the
thing
time.
in the world.
Yeah.
But when God tells you to move, you move. Every time God told me to move, I did nothing but get better.
Yeah.
Nothing but get better. I opened my first home business in the middle of quarantine, a body contouring business when you're not supposed to touch nobody. I had people pulling up to my house,
Bet you did.
getting their body
I know you
contoured.
did, girl. You just
When nobody wanted to be touched in New York City, right? When nothing was open, right?
get your money.
Nothing was open.
That's right.
I threw the biggest parties during the pandemic. I had a 4-day birthday bash.
Oh my God.
I ain't even lying. Like Mazio's with a tiny thing. I sat down the whole restaurant. They got a mansion and had friends come there, had a chef and
That's a
everything.
buckhead.
Yeah.
I know that's
I
right.
should listen.
So you don't take nothing from this. When God tells you to move, you get up and go.
Expeditions.
I love it.
All right, we signing out. We gonna have each one of these people back on the show at one point or another, but not all we need. Like
Yes.
2 by 2, so we can, really get
One at a time.
Everybody needs to
down
give their
to the
socials to
nitty-gritty,
where they can
dig your
find you.
dig.
I like 2x2. I love that.
Like knowing them.
Start with the quiz.
Start right quick, Queen.
Peace, beloveds. You can reach me at Amira Ansar at Wellness Revolutionary. Give thanks.
My name is Benita Jelaine. You can follow me at Benita Sings on every platform, or you can get my website. Well, all my socials are on there, BenitaJelaine.com.
That part.
All right, and this is Tiffany Simone, and you can reach me at Tiffany Simone 1.
If swag dot, put the money in the bag.
Oh, we're doing ours? Oh, okay. Frisco,
Going around.
FRISC 0.
Dre and Nicole, you can find anything. Dre and Nicole NYC is on all platforms. Everything is linked to that tag. So just look Dre Nicole NYC.
Spell that for us.
I was gonna say.
DREANICOLE NYC, baby.
That's right. Akita Mulazim, that's AQEEDAHMULAZIM. You can find me on all platforms as well. Thank you so much.
And you can follow me all the way home. I live on the east side. Right.
Oh yeah.
At Raymond. Follow me on Instagram at Raymond the Radio King. That's RAYMOND, the Radio King.
All right. Thank you everybody for coming.
Thank you, man. Really, thank you.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
I really appreciate it.